All right, Shalom Akim. It's a high spirit wind Judah of the GMS Mississippi Camp, giving all honor and glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kodash. I also want to give double honors to our apostles, the great millstone, rule well. Peace and blessings to the house of David the elect. All right, I'm a little under the weather, so you have to excuse me. But today I want to just discuss the times that we're in, man. And although we're coming into, physically some, tremendous times, and it's gonna be shaking and testing, but it's a dark beauty, man. This is very beautiful because we're living to see the downfall of our enemies, man. The same man who came into power around the late 1300s, mid to late 1300s, man, to the 1400s, and starting with Christopher Columbus. All right, when he reached the shores of America, and that's when this germ, this bacteria plagued America, with the Northern Kingdom, going into the transatlantic slave trade, okay, hauling the Southern Kingdom, the so-called Negroes, West Indians, and Haitians to the Americans, okay, and all the atrocities that he's done, and the millions and millions, if not billions of people that he slaughtered within his rulership, man. All right, now we're starting to see the downfall of this man, okay, and that's why it says in Ecclesiastes, all right, better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. All right, better is the end of a thing, and better is the end of a man's rulership that's an oppressor than the beginning of it, because the beginning consisted of great death. And if you look around you, wherever you are, whether you are at work, whether you are at the house, wherever it may be, all right, everything that you see around you, all of the greatness and opulence of this society is the result of hardcore bondage, all right, that was never recompensed, all right. But as it says in the scriptures in Galatians, for whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he reap. And that also includes man on a national level. Man is concerning a nation. A nation put a nation in slavery. That nation has to go into slavery, all right, because that nation was the Lord's chosen people. And although we are here as a result of our transgressions, all right, pursuant to Deuteronomy 28, and it also says in Daniel that the curses is coming to effect because it's the penalty of the contract, okay, the penalty of breaking the covenant. All right, the Most High used Esau as a tool. He did. He used him as a chastening rod against the nation of Israel. But now that tool has to be thrown away. See, just like in the streets, all right, you have a throwaway gun, a gun that you use to catch a body, so to speak, to make a murder, and you get rid of that gun. Well, Esau was the Most High's throwaway gun, throwaway chastening rod, man. If you find a switch, if your kids are acting up, if your offspring are acting up, you find you a switch from a branch, and you chasten your kids, you beat them. But you don't just kick that branch, you get rid of it, man. All right? So now the Most High is about to get rid of the great chastening rod, man. As it says in Psalm 17 and 13, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword, man. So we are living in very interesting and beautiful times, man, because the brothers in this truth, we know who our enemy is, but not only that, we are living to see the downfall of our enemies, man. And that's something that's very, it's a blessing, man. If we get nothing else, if nothing else happens, if we get nothing else out of this, so to speak, man, we live to see the downfall of Esau, our enemy, man, who has been in rulership for about 700 years, okay? The longest rulership of an empire, man. Starting with the Renaissance, all right? And you had the British Empire and the French and the Spanish, all right, which is all a part of that same beast, all right? It's Esau's rulership, man, okay? And that little horn that came up out of those three horns, man, which is Babylon the Great, man, all right? They're ruler for a little season, okay? But it all goes back to the rebirth of the Roman Empire, man, all right? And the great death that came along with the rebirth of the Roman Empire, all right? Because almost the whole world has been so-called colonized by Esau. Even the Marvel movie Black Panther, Jake referred to Esau as the colonizer because he's nefariously known for going across the world and causing great genocide and control by way of a euphemism called colonization. But now we are reaching the demise of this man, okay? And I believe that Trump is instrumental in causing the demise of not only Babylon the Great, but also the end of Esau's rulership. He's causing the demise of his own rulership, man. I believe he's the kickoff, okay? So I just want to say we're living in very great times. And this is our key to, continue to store up our faith and build up our strength, because that's what we're going to need. All right, the just shall live by his faith. We're not going to live by a bulletproof vest with fringes on it. We're not going to live by assault rifles in our living room. We're not going to live by those things. It's a good chance when all hell breaks loose, you're not going to even be conscious. Or if the stormtroopers kick down your door, you're going to be asleep. So you're going to get caught off guard, man. All right. But what we will live by, and what separates us from not only 2/3, but a lot of these other Israelite camps, is that we live wholeheartedly by faith. And even, just a side note, Jake in the streets get killed all the time with a pistol on the side. It's called getting caught lacking, man. All right? Or getting caught slipping, man. All right? So who's to say your gun will even be effective against another Jake that wants what you have? All right, so hey, we're going to live by faith, man. All right? But the point I wanted to harp on and continue to focus on is we are living to see the downfall of our enemy, man. And that's something that's worth a pour of liquor or wine in itself, man. But, this is something I wanted to say. Hope your brothers are edified, and may you be strengthened throughout the rest of your day and keep a spiritual perspective in this journey of ours. But may all honor and glory go to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shema, Shabbat, Shema, Kakudash, double honor to our apostles, great millstone, rule well. Peace and blessings to the house of David the elect. To the next time, Shalom.